That movie is made on sentence from a German uh, sociologue. How do you say sociologue? Sociologue?
Yeah.
In German. His name was Max Weber. And Max Weber wrote a sentence very, very important about state, about the violence, about the legitimacy of the violence and the monopole. Gave us monopole. I think it's in German, and that movie is about that sentence, that definition. What a state could make to his people, to the citizens, to defend itself, and that movie is not about France. It take from a special moment of French history, the Gilets jaunes, Yellow Vest, for sure. But the what the movie is talking about is about democracy and about Polizei in democracy, Polizei and demonstrator in democracy, like Germany, like France, like Italy, like England, United States, Canada, and the discussion, the debate there is about this, especially in France, but not only in France.
Were there any big challenges you had to overcome while making the film?
The most difficult part was to have people from the institution of police, and I don't want to spoil the movie, but it was not easy to get people talking about from state or from a side of the police, because they knew the movie will be as deep as possible about that topic. Not only the very simple things, but we try to be critical, but deeply critical, and it's difficult for the police to debate on the public place about the way it goes. Okay, and and the other difficult part was to edit the movie, because a lot of image were very, very violent. I mean, this is not blood of cinema. This is real blood. You know, this is not ketchup. This is not blood of cinema. This is real blood. And it was very. Sometime with the editor, we stopped the editing in the afternoon because we were crying, and we say together, it's enough. Today, this is enough. It was very, very shocked to edit.
How long did it take you to make the film?
It was pretty quick, because actually what I did before the movie was like to be a whistleblower.
Yeah, a whistleblower.
Whistleblower on Twitter. I used to put image from social networks with some context, the date, the place, and it was an alert to the Minister of Police. I did that during 2 years. And I made almost 1,000 alerts with clip or testimonies from people who were wounded by police. So, in a way, I didn't know when I did that, but in a way, it was like a research for the movie. And when I stopped to be a whistleblower, I take the image, I call the authors of the image, and this is the reason why we can we know everything from this image, and we paid this image. We didn't steal it from Twitter or Facebook. We paid the people because they make like a job to do that. So during 2 years, I was like in research without to know that I'm going to make a movie after. But that and after that we made it we made the editing in 2 months and a half. It was pretty quick, and the conversation, because this is not interviews, this is conversation between people in the movie. It was like 10 years of 10 years, 10 days of shooting.
How long have you been making films? Have you made films before Monopoly Violence?
I made especially interactive documentaries for the web. In Canada, where I used to live, or in France, with Arte, I made some interactive documentaries. It was 10 years ago, and the so I made 3 or 4 that kind, and I made 1 or 2 movies for TV before. But Monopoly of Violence is my first movie for the big screen.
Have you been interested in films all your life, or is it more the medium you want to use to deliver your message?
I really like to change the medium. So sometimes I write books, sometimes I made web documentaries, sometimes I made a movie for cinemas, sometimes I post a lot of Twitter posts, and I really love to think about the form all the time, and to try to find the best form, the best way for a particular subject. For that one, I believed that big screen are very the place to be for that kind of images, because that kind of images on Facebook, on Twitter, you used to swipe or to scroll. That means to forget. And when you are in the theater, sitting in front of the screen, you cannot escape from the image. You have to watch it, and that was the reason I wanted to make a movie for big screen, because that image to me are history moment, really history moment, and the way and the fact that the way that the people film police all the time. This is something new. This is something very important, and for the documentary world, I think social network could be a track, could be a source, maybe to reinvent cinema, maybe to change a little bit the way we make a movie.
How did you get all the footage from the demonstration?
So when I used to be a whistleblower on Twitter, on my Twitter account about police violence, making all the alerts about police violence. At the very beginning, I took pictures from other accounts, and week after week, I got like a network from France, from people send me images. It was at the Yellow Vest time, when each Saturday, everywhere in France there were demonstrations, and so I got image from like this.